The night before my wedding, someone slipped a note under my hotel door. No name. No handwriting I recognized. Just one sentence. Your bridesmaid wants to marry him. Not you. Check your phone. When I opened my phone, I saw 42 new messages from her. All deleted. Except one. If you think you'll stand beside him tomorrow, you're mad. That was the moment my stomach dropped. Because she wasn't lying. She meant it.my name is Ada. I'm 28. And this story is about my closest friend, Kayameka, the girl I trusted like a sister. We grew up together in Enugu. Same schools. Same church. Same hostel in university. People used to joke that we were twins. When I met my fiancé, David, she was the first person I told. She screamed, hugged me, lifted me, prayed with me. Or at least, she pretended to. Looking back now, the signs were there. I was just too excited to notice. The small warnings I ignored. She always asked, "Are you sure he's ready for marriage?" She said it too often. She kept trying to know every fight me and David had. Not in a caring way, in an investigative way. Whenever he visited and I wasn't around, she would text me, "He looks stressed. Hope you're treating him well." She always praised him too much in front of people. Ada is lucky. Oh. David is every woman's dream. But she would stare at him too long when she said it. Still, I trusted her. I didn't see anything dangerous. Until the wedding planning started. As soon as we fixed the wedding date, Kayameka changed. Not loudly. Quietly. Like someone rearranging furniture in a house while you're asleep. First, she complained about her bridesmaid dress. "Ada, this style won't fit my body. You want me to look stupid." Then she said the colors I chose were too cheap. She even argued about her position in the bridal train. She wanted to stand closest to me, the chief bridesmaid position. But I had already chosen my cousin, Kosi. That was the first time Kayameka got angry to my face. So I, Kayameka, who has known you your whole life, should stand behind someone you barely see. Okay. No problem. But there was a problem. Just quiet. Waiting. 2 weeks before the wedding, David called me and asked something strange. "Babe, did you send Kayameka to come check on me at home?" My chest tightened. "No." "Why?" He hesitated. "She came twice. Alone. She said you told her to come collect something." "I didn't send her." I confronted her. She laughed. Ada. Can't I visit him again? Is he not like a brother?" That was the first night I couldn't sleep. Something in her eyes had changed. 3 days before the wedding, things got worse. My makeup artist called me, "Your friend said you changed your look plan. She told me to tone down your makeup so you won't look too loud." I didn't change anything. My caterer also complained, "Your bridesmaid said to reduce the food portions because you want a simple wedding." I never said that. Every night, she kept sending me messages. "Are you sure you're ready for this marriage? David seems distant. Did he tell you something? Don't rush into what you cannot handle." Then the call started. She would call me past 1 a.m. and say, "Ada, are you awake?" Her voice always sounded wrong. Calm, but too calm. She asked the same question each time. "Do you really trust him?" By the wedding eve, I was shaking. I thought maybe it was stress. Maybe I was overthinking. Until the note came under my door. And the one message she didn't delete. "If you think you'll stand beside him tomorrow, you're mad." I didn't tell anyone. Not even David. I just watched. On my wedding morning, as my makeup was being done, Kayameka walked in smiling. Too smiling. She hugged me tightly. Too tightly. "My sister," she said softly, "today will be special." But when we got to the venue, everything became clear. The minute she saw David in his suit, her whole face softened. She wasn't acting. She looked in love. She walked up to him slowly, like the rest of us didn't exist. My cousin Kosi noticed and blocked her. Auntie, shift now. They want to take groom pictures. Kayameka hissed loudly. In public. Then she turned to me and said, if anything goes wrong today, just remember I warned you. My heart dropped. The pastor called us inside. Just as we were about to walk in, David touched his pocket and frowned. His wedding ring was missing. He checked everywhere. We checked the car. His best man checked the suit bag twice. It was gone. And then, I swear to God, Kayameka smiled. Not a big smile. A tiny one she tried to hide. That was when I snapped. I grabbed her wrist. Where is the ring? She froze. Her eyes widened, like she didn't expect me to say it. She struggled, then whispered. I told you. It should have been me. Everyone heard. Gasped everywhere. My mother shouted. David stepped back. Security searched her handbag. They found the ring. Wrapped in tissue. At the bottom. She broke down crying. But not the cry of someone caught. The cry of someone heartbroken. Someone who truly believed she deserved my place. She tried to run toward David screaming. I love you. She doesn't deserve you. I love you. I loved you first. He moved away like she was fire. That was the last time I saw her as my friend. She was taken out by security, still screaming my name. We got married that day. But the celebration felt haunted. I didn't post photos for weeks. I stayed off social media. I changed my phone number. 3 months passed before I heard from her again. She sent a voice note from a new number. Her voice was calm. Cold. Ada, you think you won. You didn't win anything. You just delayed what will still happen. Then she whispered. A man who can be loved that deeply, can be taken. I blocked the number immediately. But that night, I couldn't sleep. Because she wasn't wrong about one thing. Love can turn into something dangerous. Something hungry. Something that waits. And every time David comes home late. Every time his phone rings at odd hours. Every time I see a strange number. My heart still jumps. Not because I don't trust him. But because I know exactly how far one woman was willing to go just to take my wedding day. And people think the scariest stories come from spirits. No. Sometimes the monster is someone you hugged yesterday. Someone you called sister. Someone who smiled in your wedding photos. Someone who wanted your place so badly. She was willing to ruin your whole life to get it. I wish the story ended at the wedding. I wish the police warning scared her. I wish her tears that day were real. But that was only the beginning. After the wedding, we moved into our new place in Lekki. David was happy, glowing, and excited about our future. Me. I was trying to feel normal again, but something inside me kept whispering. She isn't done. For weeks, everything was calm. Until small things started happening. Very small. So small David thought I was imagining them. The first thing was my bouquet. The original bouquet from my wedding was dried and kept in a glass box on our dresser. One night, while I was folding clothes, I noticed something strange. One flower was missing. Just one. Plucked out cleanly, like someone used scissors. I asked David if he touched it. He said no. I tried to convince myself the flower simply fell off. Maybe I didn't seal the box properly. But 2 days later, the second flower disappeared. Then the third. One by one, every few days. Nothing else in the house was touched. Nothing else was missing. Just the flowers. One at a time. Like someone was counting. Like someone was marking days. I didn't tell David. Not because I wanted to hide it, but because I didn't want him to think I was still paranoid. The second incident happened outside. One Saturday morning, I went to the balcony to shake bed sheets. That was when I saw something strange in the compound sand. Someone had drawn a heart. And inside the heart was written, DC. David and Kayamika. My whole body went cold. I rushed downstairs, called the security man and asked, who drew this? Did you see anyone? He shrugged. Auntie, I no see anything. Oh. I erased the drawing with my foot, but my hands were shaking so badly I couldn't breathe well. The third incident happened in the kitchen. I opened the fridge and saw a plastic food container I didn't recognize. Inside was jollof rice. Fresh. Still warm. David didn't buy it. I didn't buy it. The container had no name. No restaurant label. No note. I threw it out immediately. David walked in and asked why I was shaking. I told him. He placed his hands on my shoulders. Ada, listen, it was probably a delivery mistake. Calm down. But I knew the truth. Because Kayamika once told me something during our friendship. A woman's food is the fastest way to a man's heart, and the fastest way to remove his wife. She laughed when she said it. I didn't. By the end of that week, I couldn't sleep. Every night I pressed my ear to the door. Every sound made me jump. Because I knew the calmness was fake. She was studying us. She was watching us. She was waiting for her opening. The opening came faster than I expected. It started with a surprise call. Not to me. To David. We were eating dinner when his phone rang. He looked at the number and frowned. Unknown number, he said. He answered. The moment he said, hello, his face changed. He didn't speak again for almost 10 seconds. He just listened. Then he said quietly, never call this number again. He hung up. I stared at him. David, was that her? He didn't respond immediately. He just rubbed his forehead. She said she just wanted to apologize, he finally said. My stomach twisted. Apologize for what? I asked. He hesitated. She said she knows she overreacted before the wedding. She said she wants to clear the air. She said she still cares about you. His jaw tightened. I told her I don't want her contacting me. I felt hot tears sting my eyes. She called you, not me. He nodded slowly. She said you would never pick her calls. That night, I couldn't swallow my food anymore. And things only got worse. 3 days later, she sent David an email. Subject, Hi Dave, red heart. I felt my chest tighten when I saw it. David didn't hide it from me. He opened it right in front of me. Inside the email were old pictures. Pictures from university days. Back when she used to come to his hostel. Back when she used to bring him cooked food. Back when she told him she liked him small. She attached all those pictures. In one, she was sitting on his bed, smiling. In another, he was holding her phone and making a funny face. In another, she was wearing his jacket. Nothing romantic. Nothing intimate. But enough to create doubt in a marriage. Enough to plant insecurity. And at the bottom of the email was the line that nearly made me faint. I miss the old US. You were happiest back then. Before her. David slammed the laptop shut. Ada, please don't cry. These pictures mean nothing. I didn't even know she kept them. But I wasn't crying because of the pictures. I was crying because I knew what she was doing. She was creating a crack. A small one. A crack she could slip through. David blocked her email. But she was done being subtle. The next attack wasn't small. The next attack was personal. It happened on a Friday morning. David left early for a meeting. I was alone in the house. Around 10 a.m., the doorbell rang. I looked at the camera screen. It was a dispatch rider holding a cake box. I didn't order cake. David didn't either. I went downstairs cautiously. Who sent it? I asked. He checked the sticker. No sender name, Ma. They only put your name as the receiver. My heart started beating fast. I don't want it. He looked confused. But the sender said you must collect it. He said he confirmed your address. I froze. Who confirmed my address? The rider shrugged. A lady. Hair was long, kinda curly. She wore black shades. My knees almost gave out. I pushed the cake back and rushed upstairs. 2 minutes later, my phone beeped. Unknown number. A picture message. It was the same cake box. Opened. Inside was a chocolate cake. But the top of the cake wasn't decorated with flowers or writing. It had a single sentence piped in red icing. Marriages crumble. I dropped the phone and started hyperventilating. Before I could recover, another message came. This time, it was a video. I pressed play with shaking fingers. The camera was shaky, like someone was holding the phone too close. Then the video zoomed in on the cake. Slowly. Then a hand appeared. A woman's hand. Long nails. Pink polish, the same color she always used. The hand sliced through the cake in the video, and the message disappeared under the knife. Then her voice whispered. Your turn is coming. I threw my phone on the floor. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think. David rushed home when he saw my missed calls and texts. He held me as I cried uncontrollably on the couch. That was when he made a decision. We are going to the police, he said firmly. This has gone too far. But when we got to the station, the officer said something that made my stomach sink deeper. This girl knows exactly what she's doing. She hasn't threatened violence directly. She hasn't attacked physically. She hasn't trespassed. She's staying inside the boundary of the law. David clenched his fist. So what do we do? The officer sighed. Pray she makes a mistake. Or you change house. Change house. Leave our home. Because of her. Because she refused to let go. Because she believed the title of bridesmaid should have been bride. That night, I barely slept. Around 2 a.m., I grabbed my phone and checked Instagram. And that was when I saw it. She had posted a photo. A picture of David. From our wedding. But she had cropped me out completely. Her caption. Love always finds its way home. That was the moment I realized. She wasn't trying to destroy my marriage. She was preparing to take my place. And people like that. They don't stop until something breaks. If you want more long African horror stories, realistic tales, and chilling narratives, subscribe to African Tale by Isaiah.